Welcome to the Love and Victory Show with Val, where we will bring you candid conversation. In each conversation, we will talk about real life ups and downs while tackling unresolved matters. We will also unmask issues and truly speak straightforward and candid about our needs and brokenness, while allowing ourselves to exhale so that we can become victorious. This is a place where you can be open to the possibilities of living life in abundance while gaining tools to become bold and complete. So let's get to it. Oh, well. Did y'all enjoy the music? Did y'all? Well, we enjoyed the break.
Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.
So y'all know who picked the song, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, put on Lovely Days.
Lovely day.
Lovely Days. So we getting ready to have a lovely morning with you guys. Are y'all ready to talk about this conversation? I know we're going to get it going.
Is it
just give me a second.
Okay, go ahead.
The show going to be about today.
Mhm.
Did the betrayal break you?
Mm.
I want y'all to think about that as we get ready to have this conversation. Did the betrayal break you? And y'all going to find out what we think about that. All righty, now we're going to do In the Loop, and they going to come back with the show. Let's go.
Yeah, we got our In the Loop. So we have a wonderful shows right here in our with Val radio station. And it's a bit high. Sorry, wait. Excuse me. Sorry. Can you hear me, everybody?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. First, remember, guys, we have our weekly career conversations first Monday of every month at 8 a.m. Empower with Coach Anna every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. Tasteful and Toxic every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Journeys and Ambitions Fridays at 11 a.m. And the best thing yet we have for you guys is our Coming Up on the Road show. On the road, remember, guys, our tickets are almost sold out, so come and get your tickets.
Wait, hold on. Stop.
Right here.
I'm going to get y'all today.
Oh, my goodness.
No, Abigail going to get them.
Why isn't it up there?
Oh, it's because I was scrolling down.
You are invited to the hottest event of 2024. Your favorite hosts, Val and Brother Carter, are going on the road. Joined by Stephanie Burrell and Tierra Sade, this panel will have you engaged in a candid conversation full of laughs in front of a live, interactive audience. Your MC, Yielded, will make sure you have a memorable experience. Join us at Phil and Derek's at 1701 Webster Street in Houston, Texas on Wednesday, April 24th for an evening of conversation, food, and fun. Doors open at 6 p.m. Reserve your tickets on Eventbrite by searching LB with Val on the road. See you there.
Let me tell y'all, the tickets are just about gone. So if you're planning on coming, I think we only have a few left. Go get your ticket.
It's the week after next week.
Yes.
Yeah. I went to get a VIP ticket and it was sold out.
VIP's gone. They went fast.
I got to do general admission.
Yeah.
Premium. You got premium.
The shade is real, but that's what happened when you don't when you sleep. She moved too slow.
All the way over there.
Look how she talking about. Where's she gonna be at? Where's she gonna be at? All the way over there.
You have to move swiftly when it comes to love and victory.
Yes, I see that.
Yes. Love and victory ain't playing out there.
I see y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. But she's still gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there.
She's gonna be there. She's gonna be there. She's still gonna be close and personal. All right, then it's time for the acronym. We have to get this show going.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So everyone, today's acronym is TRUST. T is for toxic, a poisoner having a damaging impact. Resentful, or R is for resentful. Feeling, or I'm sorry, did we get it pulled up?
Acronym.
Yes, start over.
I am so sorry. Y'all deserve the true justice of this acronym because today's conversation is going to be amazing. T is for toxic, a poisoner having a damaging impact. R is for resentful, feeling bitterness or anger towards someone or something due to perceived mistreatment or unfairness.
Mm-hmm.
U is for unreliable, not dependable or trustworthy, often failing to fulfill commitments or obligations. S is for selfish, only caring about yourself. And T is for tactless, insensitive in speech or behavior, often lacking consideration for others' feelings.
Outside of yourself. Mhm.
Baby, when I tell y'all, this conversation is going to be hot.
Mhm. Did the betrayal break you?
Did it break you?
And the acronym is TRUST.
But before we get going, I need, what's your name? Christina, to look into that camera and tell them people who she is again. And then Alyia, you do the same. Go ahead.
Hi, everybody. Again, I am Christina Price. I am.
Hey, Christina.
Hey. I just want to say thank you for having me. Thank you for the opportunity just to speak and just share my testimony, my story, share my Jesus.
It's just, God, just having you here.
So did the betrayal break you? I guess not, since you're standing up the way you are.
Talk about it.
Meant to.
Yeah, it meant to. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. We ain't going there just yet. We gonna get there. All right then.
Hi everyone, my name is Alyia.
Hey, Alyia.
I am a #1 fan of the Love and Victory show.
All right.
So happy to be here. Thank you.
Oh God, you know, when she say that, she really means it, because she was actually on my very first show. So hey, she been rocking with me that long.
Now we here.
Now we here. I love it. I love it. Okay, well, we're gonna ask.
You are a #1 fan, not the #1 fan. A #1, because we have many #1 fans.
You can say whatever you are. You okay?
Y'all giving me the top fan award. So
you are. Yeah, there you go. Don't worry about that. Hate is real. We're gonna go ahead and have this conversation, and I'm gonna ask that you guys join in, and I really, really want to know your story. Or did the betrayal break you? So I'm going to start off with this. How did you handle your betrayal? Or have you been betrayed before? Alyia, have you ever been betrayed?
yes.
Yeah, anytime.
Well, that's okay. Baby, I asked Alyia. Okay. And how did you handle that?
So it probably depends on how old I was. So, I mean, as of now, how I handle things is a lot different of how I handled things when I was younger. So my mentality changed. I look at people different. I no longer have expectations of people. I see people for who they are. So, I mean, you know, I used to want to get revenge. I used to want to meet people where they were. But now I'm...
Yeah, when you was a child, you act as a child. You spoke as a child. You understood as a child.
Exactly.
And now you're an adult.
So I can make decisions for myself. No matter who you are in my life, I can decide to remove you if I feel like you are even about to betray me.
Okay.
I keep my eyes open now so I can know from a mile away. Okay.
I see you.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love it. I love that. What about you, Christina?
For me, mine was quite different. Like, you know, when people betray you and you just like, it's expected, or it's like a homegirl, somebody like you just kind of knew that was a thing. But my experience was a little tough because I didn't know I was being betrayed because it came from a close friend who came off as genuine, but not really realizing that they were manipulating, abusing me in so many different ways, controlling me, and just really had like a strong power over me. But I had a moment when I actually broke down, when God actually opened my eyes to see what was happening in that relationship. And this was a friend, like this wasn't no relationship, like man and woman relationship. It was a male, but it was a friend. And so God one morning opened my eyes to actually see what was going on in the relationship.
Was it a friend, like a boyfriend?
No.
Oh, it was just a true friend, a genuine friend.
Like for years.
Oh, wow.
For years. And this friend was my everything, but that was the problem. And so when God really opened my eyes to see what was actually going on in our relationship and what he was actually doing in the spirit that he was operating in, it broke me down. Like, I mean, just like, if you're, because I was laying on the floor at the moment, and it's just like, I just broke, you know, it's like, I just literally broke. And I just asked God, first of all, to forgive me, because, you know, I was even tricked to having this guy subconsciously as my God. Oh my God, it was horrible. But that's when the foundation of the relationship with me and God began.
Oh wow.
So the betrayal really actually helped me.
So what is the betrayal help? Did he pick another friend over you, or what is the betrayal? I want the people to know what betrayal look like.
Betrayal is manipulation. It's like I'm your friend, but I'm really being your friend to control you. I really want you for myself, and I want to have control over you to where I dictate your life. I want to have access to your life in any capacity that I want to, and I see your destiny. And see, that's why sometimes I'm trying to get deep with it.
Lucifer,
but absolutely, and that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That was the spirit that was operating, because sometimes people see the light in you, and so
come on now.
The purpose of the demons in the spiritual warfare is to steal destiny, to steal your star, and things like that. So the enemy uses who he chooses. You know, of course, it's going to be the people close to you. Was he intentionally sent to me for that, or did it happen throughout the relationship? That I'm not sure of. But you really tried to come to kill, steal, and destroy my life in so many different ways. And so,
and probably not even knowingly doing so.
I think I think they knew.
Knowingly.
Yes,
they knew.
I think a lot of times we like to give people the benefit of the doubt. But if you really take the time to really look at the situation, you really see that this was a planned attack from the beginning.
This was intentional.
Yes.
This was strategically done.
Well, because when I hear this, I see Jesus on the cross, and he's saying, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they're doing." So, in essence, I believe that people are being used by spiritual wickedness outside of themselves, and sometimes they may not even know they're killing, stealing, and destroying from you because of the spirit that's in them.
No, because some people come in agreement with those spirits, and some people are set specifically for those spirits. And some people, a lot of people, dibble and dabble in witchcraft to have control over people like that. And then one thing that I noticed, because this person was from Chicago, and one day, like, it just came to me, and God always reveals stuff to you, but you'll think it's just you. And I was like, dang, he got a pimp spirit. And like God, that was God's way of kind of showing me what it was. And I'm like, oh, that's why the women are always attracted to him. That's why he, if you dealing with something, you could go around him, you're going to have a good time. Like, he's going to always try to throw you on the best type of men and stuff like that. But he carried that spirit, but it was so much deeper, than that. And, somebody asked me one time before, it's so intense. They were like, well, do he do witchcraft? And I'm like, I'm not sure of it. But you just never know. You don't know. People burn candles. People do all type of incantations, rituals, and things like that.
And they may not reveal that to you.
Right.
Yes. Well, for me, Brother Carter, have you ever been betrayed?
Oh, many times.
And how did you deal with? Don't just give us that many times. So give us one.
Well, I'm not an elaborate individual.
But today on this betrayal, there's someone that needs to hear something. So coming from have you ever been betrayed? And if so, what?
I've been betrayed, and I've also betrayed it.
So come on now.
And I betrayed you.
Come on. We being honest.
When I was younger, I did things that was very betrayal towards you, being with another woman outside of you. That was betrayal.
For true.
Yeah. And
you know what? But look at you now.
Okay.
He's still here.
I said my fault.
He didn't get unalive.
Yeah.
And
he didn't get beat.
He didn't get beat. But
I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
So that's why you knew that.
I had that numbness.
So, I appreciate you being honest on that, because it's so easy for people to brush past something or make light of it. That betrayal was real. And you said earlier that when you were younger, you wanted to get back. Well, that was me. When he betrayed me, I wanted to get him back. And so that wasn't, as you grow, now that I'm older, I look back, that only hurt you. That only hurt me. That didn't hurt him. It hurt him for a moment, but it hurt me much deeper. So, but I was betrayed since I've been grown. And I think that betrayal was so hurtful and painful. I never seen it coming. And
I ain't do it.
It was not. No, it wasn't. It wasn't you. But
it hurt so deep. It was literally like a death.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't see it coming because I truly, truly
believed in the person.
I cared. I loved this person, and I only wanted the best for this person. And when the betrayal happened, when I found out about it, and if I go back and I went through and I looked at it, I seen it coming, but I didn't want to believe it. There were signs, there were words that were said, and we want to always just,
and God gives us signs.
Yes, and we always, that's not that. You know, you putting too much in it, and
you
it really
take heed to the warnings.
Yes, didn't take heed, and that literally, that person, that situation, came to truly take me out. And so, for me, I really felt like, how could someone that supposed to have cared about me and I cared that much want to hurt me that bad? And so when I think about betrayal and people betraying and even you have to think about how you're impacting someone's life. Is it really worth it? And I'm going to ask a question.
So the thing is, you know, one thing about betrayal, I believe, is that when you're being that word betrayed, whatever it is, you want to get back at them. And so the betrayal become the betrayer.
Yes.
Because you'll be trying
to get back.
Also betray.
Yeah. And you end up, like you were saying, you end up damaging yourself.
Yeah.
So I slept with another woman outside of you. Betrayed you. And you want to get back at me, and you go sleep with another person.
That hurts you. Yeah.
You betraying. You think you betraying me, but you're betraying your own self.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Literally. But on this note, with like I said, when I was younger, I reacted like that. On this situation, I know God is really working in my life, because the old me would have done everything humanly possible to get back at him. But the person that I am today, and the circle that I have around me, that's why I say your village, make sure it's tight. They rally, they pray, they were there, just there. It wasn't I told you so's, it was none of that. It was just love, positive, and more importantly, it was the words, you know, the affirmations that they gave me, that y'all gave me, that really helped me keep going. And so I always tell people, make sure your village is tight. So, you know, let's talk about women betraying women, because, you know, sometimes we can get real catty, and you always want to one up a woman. You can't even say, oh, you sure look nice today. Oh,
and I look at all that, and that's another reason why I keep my circle pretty tight. You know, I give people compliments, not saying you have to give me a compliment, but you pay attention to those things. Can you praise me like I praise you? Or when I'm gifting you with, you know, words, can you do the same? If, you know, I'm allowing you to call me and vent, am I able to call you and reach out? You know, I look at, we have to have you know, some balance. Exactly.
What am I getting? Are you a safe place for me to pour back in? If I'm pouring into you to pull you up, is it ever a place I can deposit with you?
Yeah. And if I vent to you about something, and I know I only told you this,
and I got to hear it down the street,
and I hear somewhere else, I know it came from
right. So, and that's a betrayal.
Yes. I have had a betrayal with a female once before, and I haven't had a lot. I think she probably may have been the only one. And it's just that person who, you know, I mean, beautiful girl, like look amazing. You know, she had all the labels and things like that, but she betrayed me because I think it was a thing of like, she was maybe intimidated by something. And I'm like, you're beautiful. Like, you have this. And it was just a thing where she just like completely, you know, just talked about me out of nowhere and just tried to taint my character. So I think it was more of a thing like, I don't like the way that other people like you. So I'm going to have to, you know.
And a lot of times people don't see the beauty in themselves.
That's exactly what it is.
People can tell you how beautiful you are, over and over again, and you never see it for yourself. And so you're jealous of someone that you look outside of yourself, and you see somebody else and they look so beautiful, and you go, I'm jealous of you. You know, and not realizing, damn, I'm just this beautiful.
And you know, I'm sure it goes on in with men too, but I think we women, and I'm going to speak to the women that are listening out here, you are beautiful. You have to know that about yourself. Long as you're sitting around trying to tear down and you know, just kind of break apart another person, really start digging in.
Because I think it's an individual thing. It's not a male or a female.
I know that,
thing.
but I'm saying I'm speaking to the women.
But even when it comes to women, it's like, I think a lot of women like that don't understand, like, your true beauty and essence come from inside.
Yes.
Like,
it's not
just be nice.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about your exterior, you know, because everybody has their different opinions. Somebody may think I'm beautiful and the other person may say she's not all that.
Well, the thing is, you know your shortcomings, you know your flaws.
Yeah.
And they just see the outer version of you. And so they speak on that.
But they really not speaking on her. They're not speaking on her.
No, I'm not talking about her as an individual.
I know. I'm saying, but they're not even speaking on that. They're really talking about them. That's what's coming from inside of them. You know, when a person is being ugly to you.
No, I'm talking about a person that's complimentary to you. Okay, you're a beautiful lady. All beautiful ladies on the set today. And so when people compliment you and they say how beautiful you are, sometimes we don't see the view. What are they looking at? Because you see more of your flaws than you see your beauty.
That's not what she was saying.
Okay, they ain't debating that.
Okay.
And that's more insecurity.
Yeah, that's insecure. Yeah,
it'd be a lot of insecurities, and a lot of times too, women don't. It's not just the outside that they don't like about you. It's really the inside, and they can understand. You know, because they'll notice. Like for my situation, they notice how other people liked me as far as because me being nice, so they saw how pleasant I was with people, and that's why people was attracted to me. Just that alone. And some other people don't like that because they don't. They feel like, well,
because they don't attract people like you.
Why don't people gravitate towards me? Why people don't like me on this extent? But it's just like simple because you're not nice. And so it was just a big case of that.
You had something to say on that?
And people that I feel like even when women, there's a lot of women that seek a lot of validation. And I kind of feel like that's a red flag because that's an internal thing.
Right.
If you're coming to me for constant validation, I'm a woman too.
Right.
I mean, you might have to sit down with God and yourself or seek therapy.
Come on now.
Because, you know, at that point, you're looking for an issue. You're looking for people to feed you something.
Right.
You only feed yourself.
Right. So. You know, that validation, that thing there that people need to get from other people.
Right. To feel secure.
A lot of times they just didn't get it from their parents.
There it goes.
And, you know, sometimes they didn't have those nurturing mothers that, you know, poured into them, gave them positivity, you know, affirmations and things like that, just didn't love on them in a way that they should have been loved on. And so they seek those validations, you know, from women, you know, they seek those validations when it comes with the father from men.
But isn't there a false sense of security there?
Yeah,
when you get seeking validation, oh girl, you look good, and that's just a temporary.
Yeah, it's just for the moment.
Right. But when you're as Alyia said, those people need counseling. They don't even know they're sick.
Right.
You know, most of the time when you're in that place, you don't even recognize that you have something going on with you.
You just need to heal.
Oh, we got some.
Okay, what they got to do with betrayal though?
But it is a betrayal.
Brother Carter. I'm just trying to see.
We looped that.
Yeah.
You know what?
As the co-host of the show, I'm trying to tie in the betrayal.
Well, it all is because that's someone in your circle. And so I'm it's in your circle.
It's betrayal because some women look at you as just that person that they need to be fed something.
Yes.
They don't want you as a genuine friend.
Right.
I just need to be fed.
I need to get something from you.
Right.
And being in your circle, I can get something.
Right.
It's not about you.
I'm
so
really betraying.
I'm
you
betraying.
I'm gaining.
I'm gaining from.
what I
I'm just want to be
next to you because
I really don't like you like
I really don't like you like
But you
that.
tell me how cute I am all the time.
So I need to hear that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're nice to me. You're compassionate
Right.
with me. You know,
People
you're
really feel
long-suffering
like
with
that?
me.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They love sucking up your energy.
Yes.
Say it again.
Yeah.
They love sucking up your energy.
Yeah.
So have
Yes.
you ever been betrayed?
Oh, a bunch of times.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
bunch of
Well,
times.
I was
Don't
wait-
you hear it every week on Cut the Crap?
No, seriously. Tell us about a time that you were betrayed and how did you get through it?
One good one. Let me see. One good one is
Is it good?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a good
yeah.
betrayal. She said this is
betrayal.
good betrayal.
And then we'll read some comments because they're getting up in here. They want to interact with you guys.
Okay.
When I was with a roommate, and I was living in an apartment downtown, and I brought my sister and my friends over to celebrate my sister's birthday.
Mhm.
And the next day, this roommate texts me, all petty, I know you brought your friends over just because of revenge, because of all the times I brought my friends over and blah, 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 and all this. And I'm like, first of all, I don't think like that.
Mhm.
Right.
I wouldn't
That
think
is
this
so
as
childish.
vengeance.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Be
Very
like that.
immature.
Yeah.
And then the betrayal there was like, she practically stopped talking after that with me. And then I also was like, I don't think I need to talk with you anymore. This
But y'all
is your
were
true
roommates,
colors.
so y'all stayed in the same. So y'all were sharing an apartment. So how long did y'all stay not talking?
Ooh, it's been 5 years now.
No, I'm talking about. So was the lease almost up?
Yes, thank God
okay,
it was.
okay. 'Cause that
Thank
would
God
be.
it was.
I couldn't imagine
Yeah,
going into my space where I am. I need my sanctuary,
Mhm.
and I
Yes.
got that kind of tension in
Well,
there.
Yes.
you'd be surprised. There's a lot of married couples out there that living that same life
Oh
right
my
now.
God!
Yes.
They live in the same home and
Jeez.
like two passing ships in the night.
Oh my God! That's just. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna
All
take
right.
some of these comments out here.
Lanita says, depending on who it is and what is the betrayal, will be how bad it breaks you and how long it takes to heal.
Now that is
Mhm.
true.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
I want to take that a little further because I do think that depending on how bad how close it is to you
Yeah.
and how hard it does take a while.
Mhm.
However,
The closer the person is to you, the deeper the betrayal be.
yes,
Yeah.
and it does take, and people
Yeah.
have to give people space
Mhm.
in their own time to heal, not your time.
Yep.
People want to tell you,
Get over there, girl.
yeah, you gotta
Right.
cut that. You
Mhm.
let them
Move on from that.
Let people go
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
their process
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
that they can heal.
They
Yeah.
need it. Yes.
Mhm.
Everybody have their own clock.
Yes.
Felicia on YouTube says, good morning, Carter Crew. Great conversation.
Yeah.
Yes, to praise me like I praise you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Come on now.
Give me the same.
Ricky says, hey, family, people talk badly about the things they can't understand or feel they can't obtain.
Mm.
No, that's
Mhm.
true.
Hey, Ricky.
Hey, Ricky.
Jennifer says, with women, betrayal can be subtle. Watch for the talkers. Oh, the takers.
Uh-huh.
Christina is spot on too. Sometimes they want to steal your light.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's so. Go back to that one too.
Yes.
It really is subtle. People that
Mhm.
are always taking from you.
Yes.
I remember I said this on a show a while back. People were so used to me because I go out to eat. Come on, I got it.
Mhm.
And people get used to that because that's just who you are,
Mhm.
a natural
I
giver.
got used to it.
Say guilty.
She's talking about me.
No, not at all. Because she is the biggest giver you want to know. But I had to learn, and I'm not talking about either of these ladies in here. I had to learn, and I started watching because people see that you're naturally are going to. Don't sit and play around with them.
Mhm.
Check. We ate. We're grown. You
Mhm.
ate. You
Mhm.
ordered. Why are we sitting waiting to see who's gonna pick up?
Oh,
ticket,
yeah. No, we don't do
That
that.
sound like a cut the crap right there.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not, but I'm saying this. Those are the subtle things that you have to start to watch
Mhm.
with your circle.
Mhm.
Mhm.
If you're hanging out with people that are always taking
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
never depositing,
Right.
you
Mhm.
really need to change your circle.
Right.
Right.
True.
Those and you because they will betray you.
Yeah, they would. And
Mhm.
sometimes people do it just like subconsciously and naturally, just
Yes.
automatically just go and say, oh, well, they got it.
They
They're
got
going to
it.
do good. That's like one time we were leaving from here, and I wanted to eat this morning. I was like, oh, we need to go somewhere. And so I told you, I said, come on, Val, let's go out to eat. Brother Carter said he gonna take care of us. We can go wherever we want. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Versus just saying, oh, I'm gonna go with them and just see what happens. Like, you know.
Sometimes and that's
you betrayed me.
Exactly. But you know, we have to really, really watch our circle. And like Lanita said on there, the closer the situation is to you, the deeper the hurt. So we got to start really, even with family. Even with family, you just watch the signs. And
and like Christina was saying earlier about the betrayal of the male friend that she had in her life. You know, it can be so subtle. You know, it can be a little bit of here, a little bit there. Just to tug on you, play with your mind, and play with your heart, a little bit here, a little bit there. Before you know it, you've given your...
And you're under a delusion and don't even know it. And only God could take you out there.
Wow. Wow, you became delusional. All right.
Yeah. Okay, good. You got any more comments?
Yeah, we have 3 more. Okay. Ricky says, telling a person.
But you know what? It sure is good to see family members. We got daughters, cousins, and mothers, and everybody. Man, this is wonderful.
I tell you. Hey, Ricky, when you coming back on the show? We sure miss you. I go ahead.
He says, telling a person how they look is surface. Start asking people, how do they feel?
Yes. Oh, hey, Justin. Come on in here.
Justin. He says, Coach Anna is the Taylor Swift of the LMV show. Her boyfriend is fair game. You can drag him all you want. And then Felicia says, people love to play with your emotions, and please believe when people show you who they are. Believe it.
Believe
you
that.
know,
first time.
A lot of times too, you know, even when you first meet someone and they come up when they make a little sly negative comment towards you, just meeting them, and they say something negative, but then you brush it off. And then down the road, you find out, because you're hanging out with this person, that this person really didn't have any good intentions for you. But guess what? At the onset, they showed you exactly who they are and what they thought.
Well, they're going to continue to do that because that's the nature of them. They're going to continue to throw sly little
that's why you need you have to be conscious. You have to be careful of your circle.
So I do want to say one thing, because I want to go back to what Mr. Lawrence said. I do wonder if some people are conscious of what they're doing. I'm not 100% sure, because I do have I had a friend, and when I was dating a guy, you know, things were broken off, and it was like a year later, my friend and the guy bumped into each other in the grocery store. He was trying to get in contact with me and wanted to know where I moved. So she gave him my address. So at that point, when she actually told me, but when she was telling me, it was kind of like, I just gave it to him because he said he wanted to, send you flowers, So when I was
silly.
Girl, I thought you was finna say the girl start sleeping with the man. I thought you was finna give us some betrayal stuff.
That's a huge betrayal.
She did better. She did better going and sleep with a man and giving her safety up. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, so a year before, when we actually broke things off, me and the guy, she did tell me that after we broke things off, she called him to see why. And so I already initially was trying to understand, did y'all, because why calling each other? So, and then this happened a year later. So in my mind, I always wondered if something underlying
had to happen. Oh, wow. Yeah, she mean good from the onset.
But people, I mean, the way she said it, she told me, it wasn't like she hid it. So that's
but that was to hurt you. That's what I'm saying. You understand? Again, that was coming to straight hurt you. She knew that was going to hurt. She knew how you felt about that person. And so if she knew, and she was supposed to be your friend, and she knew you, she wouldn't have done that.
Right.
Wow.
They came to her.
Fret not yourself she
over it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. She over it now. Trust and believe that.
Yeah. Don't think on those things.
But we having a conversation
that's what Psalm 37 tells us. Don't think on those evil things that people do.
But that's betrayal.
Yeah,
that's betrayal. You got to go there.
And even she didn't even double check with you to see if it was okay to send it to him. That
That's
right
why
there.
It's betrayal. I mean, sending my address to anybody, honestly.
Yeah.
That man could have been an abusive person. That was dangerous.
Well, that goes back to you don't have even.
Did you tell her? Don't you ever do that again?
Yeah.
Well, even giving up a phone number. You know, I'm so protective that I'm not. If I give somebody their number, I'm going to call the person before I do it because I don't have the right to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and don't give my number up just because you have it. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. We got any more?
Well, Ricky says that he misses us. And that competition is 8 weeks away, so he's focused.
He said what?
He's focused.
He got his weightlifting competition.
Okay, then.
Okay. I need to get in the gym.
Yeah.
I know. He's going crazy.
He's going strong crazy.
That's what I need.
Yes. What did Lanita say? I see
Lanita saying you gonna drop my location and showing a punch. We will fight. Yes, we will fight.
Exactly.
That was my concern when my ex showed up at my house, like way after. Right? Yeah. He showed up with nothing in his hand. And I was like, this is the dangerous game because at any given moment they can pop up, right? And you never know with what intentions they're gonna pop up because he showed up with nothing, but next time you never know he shows up with a gun.
You don't know. You don't know. You just
because mental health is real.
Mental health is real, exactly. And you never know the demons people have in their heads for them to. Even let's say they betrayed you, but then they see themselves as the victim of the story, and so they want to go and now attack you again, and come up with you like, oh, you betrayed me, and like,
wait a minute,
Can I ask a question? Have you ever? I mean, if someone betrayed you, you got past it or whatever, I don't know. Could you ever see yourself dealing with that person again, or let's talk about it? Someone betrayed you. Betrayed you.
Yeah.
If they betrayed you, can you ever bring them back close in your circle?
Not close. It depends on the level of betrayal. Like the friend I was talking about, we would never talk again. Like we would never speak again. Fine. Family that has betrayed me, I just don't deal with them as intimately as I once did before. I'm still cool, still nice with them, and hey, girl, but never in my intimate space. You're never gonna know my business, anything about me. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing you say, when it's someone that it's a foe, I'm not gonna call them a friend, you forgive them.
And that's what it comes down to, whether you forgive them or not.
You forgive them, but you got to leave them where they're at.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I do believe that when a person show you who they are, you need to believe it. Yeah, because
people can change, baby.
Well, no. I don't agree with that.
Not if they're not getting help.
I don't agree with that because
people can change. I changed.
Yes,
it's a decision.
It's a decision you made, Lawrence. But I do believe.
I'm just saying.
Okay, but no. When a person
show you who they are, who they are.
No, listen to
I don't believe that.
Okay, well, that's yours. What I'm saying is, I think when a person, for no reason, really try to hurt you, almost like they want to take you out of here intentionally. They can change for a moment, but that's who they are and what they think of you.
I go deep and say this person will set me up to get killed, or they'll kill me. Like, I don't know. I just think like that.
Yes. So you have to be careful. You can't, when someone.
Y'all crazy.
No. you be surprised.
But you have to be careful at the same time.
Yes, because when someone tries to take something from you on that level, you can't just sit up here and say, okay.
Take it lightly.
I mean, in that extreme, I see what you're saying.
But what is so important for them to have them in your life anyway? Like, why is it a must?
Okay, what is okay? You've been married.
Speak it for me.
Okay. For some years. And your husband slept with another woman. Okay, that was betrayal. Right. And it was a mistake. It happened. And you believe it'll never happen again. At some point, do you forgive that individual? and you can be with that individual, because there's a lot of people out there that's been betrayed by their. But let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish. Betrayed by their spouse, and they're still together today. So you just can't say once you've been betrayed that the individual is it's always going to be that way.
But I think that's different. That's
You
different.
talking about my spouse?
You talking about your spouse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What we talking about?
Don't talk about her. She can have her spouse.
Yeah. So I'm talking in general though, but I'm talking to you, but I'm talking in general. You know.
Would I be able to forgive him?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, if it's a repetitious thing and that's who he is, then I mean,
then you need
Lord,
to take
you gotta
another,
come on.
Yes,
you gotta fix this. Or would I just say, "Oh, throw him away"? No.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. People have done me a lot worse.
And that's all I'm saying about betrayal. People don't, not necessarily, and I'm speaking in general. I ain't talking about no individual at all, because there are some low down, dirty rascals out there.
Yeah.
Truth.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
And you need to know if this person is a low down, dirty rascal or not.
But you knew that from the beginning. You married him anyway.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you know this.
Because that's like the same thing when you talk about husband and wife. You know, we have became one. So
That's
we're
right.
One. You know,
that's a different situation.
We're one. So when I betray myself, I don't throw myself away. You know what I'm saying? I go and forgive myself. I do what I have to do. I go before the Father and things like that. I get healing for it. So it'll be the same situation as it with my spouse. The same thing that I would do for myself.
Right. That's what it should be.
Yeah, that's what it would be for me.
Yeah. Okay.
So when we're speaking of a marriage, that's one thing. But when you're talking about a friendship, a fellowship, that's different for me, because the forgiveness you have to forgive. And that's so important to you. You got to forgive that person. That's important to you. However, I cannot bring that person back into my circle, because now what you're doing is you're allowing that person. For me, I'm allowing
to continue that
because I think it gets more deceptive. I think people can get more deceptive if you meant to hurt me. To bring you back in, I can't do that.
So let me ask this question. What about when the betrayal is from a parent and it's an unintentional betrayal? How do you deal with that?
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like, how do people deal with that? And I asked too, because I had a situation and that was a big part of my healing. I didn't know that I was carrying anger and feeling betrayed by my father who died. Granted, I'm not just talking about in that aspect, but of course it was an unintentional betrayal, but I took it as betrayal and it caused anger and resentment and things like that and so much more. So how do you deal with that level and that aspect of betrayal?
Wow.
Well, and see, that would make the full circle of betrayal. It don't matter where the betrayal come from. You have to come to a place as an individual, I believe, that you have to protect yourself. And when you allow betrayal to infiltrate you and to take over you, then it damages you more than it does the person that betrayed it.
But that's a dad that's gone. That's a dad, you know, and I'm actually resonating with that with you, because I had to find out something after my dad left here. And I was a daddy's girl to the core. And so it really hurt me to hear that. And that was a big betrayal. And I was not granted the opportunity to have that conversation with him before then. And I was so angry.
Devastated.
And when I talked to my other sibling about it, they were okay. They moved on. They were okay. And I couldn't understand, how could you just be okay with that? But that's her story.
Right.
But for me, when I think about that, I had to move forward because that's something he had to face. That's him. That's not me.
Right.
And so I had to let it go because I was angry and I was grateful that my mother told me before she left here. If I would have found out about
after she left, it would have been even worse.
Yes.
I mean, and that really wasn't intentional. That wasn't the direction I was going in with this. No, you did, because that's why I brought it up with the father thing.
Yeah.
But since we here, because that's the same thing with my mom and my aunt, like they have so much unhealed trauma that they're not even aware of because of their father passing and them finding some things out after, the fact. So it's like, how do you deal with that betrayal, when it was unintentional and when you can't resolve it with the individual that was so close to you that betrayed you?
Yes.
And like I always tell my mother, at this point, it becomes a you thing. And I do feel like even when you go through situations and the person so close to you betray you, it's like, you betrayed me, I'm hurt, but now I have to properly process it. And this is a me thing now. So now I have to focus on how I am, what my foundation is, and how would I maturely process this type of hurt.
And that's what I had to do in this situation, because this was about me at this point.
Right.
So now I'm getting this information. What am I going to do with it? I had to allow myself to be angry. I was very angry. I was hurt. And I didn't want anyone to tell me,
right.
I allowed myself to go through that process. And
sometimes you can't confront the person that betrayed you.
Right. Yes.
So what do you do?
Right.
You have to give yourself the grace and the time to go through that. And really you really have to forgive that person. He's not here. I can't fight with him. I can't get angry. I can scream to the mountaintop, call him everything under the sun. He won't hear it.
Right.
So
you have to find your way to heal.
You got to find your way. Yeah.
And you have to remember that it's from their place of the best they can do. It's what they know. It's from their experience. Not really, maybe to them it wasn't even a betrayal. To them it was just something that they did.
Well, they know they lied.
Well, I'm about to say
they know. No, I know they know what they did.
I mean, you got the people come up in different ways.
Yeah.
Some families grow up in a tradition of keeping secrets. Should I say? Not
being
not lying, but not just.
But it's lying.
Yeah, it's not lying. It's just not revealing the secrets.
It's lying. I mean, we're not going to make it cute. It's lying. It was lying. It's lying.
Yeah.
It's lying.
It's not lying if it was never said, if it was never spoken of. It's not lying.
But it was said. It was lying.
When it's okay.
It's lying.
You taking the person.
It was. I was telling you my story. That was my story for my dad. Okay. It was a lie. It was a lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
He flat out lied.
He lied. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now I told you I had my healer. Don't take me back there.
It's so common that they're fitting right in. It doesn't matter who the person is, but every person in the world betrayed others or themselves at least one time in their lifetime.
True. True.
Angel says she never was your friend to Alyia.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey.
Then Lenita said, and at this point, write a book about that ex and that experience.
Wait, go back. What? I am healed.
I'm almost healed, but I'll write that book. I'll write it. Then she says that, when we're talking about if you could be able to trust that person again, she said not in the same capacity.
No, right.
No. Justin says that he agrees with Brother Carter. He's changed a lot too, but it took a long time. It wasn't overnight, and trust takes time to rebuild.
Yes.
John,
whatever, Justin, they ain't coming in my circle. Thank you, Justin.
John says you can never tell if a person showing you their true side is showing you their true side. Jennifer says, Brother Carter, we can forgive and forget once, then we forgive and release them.
I love that.
I like
Seriously, Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
Joy says, blood is thicker than water, but still people don't hesitate to betray that bloodline.
Yes.
And Lanita says, many do that, don't get the therapy, and they just keep staying to stay. When we're talking about, I think, the married couples. And that's very true. That's very true. A lot of people like to stay in relationships just because maybe they don't want to feel the loneliness or the alone.
It's comfortable.
And it's comfortable for them.
Are they worried about what other people are going to say?
Yeah.
And they use the excuse, I'm staying for my kids. No, you just worried about what somebody got to say.
Oh, fool, you just don't want to pay that rent by yourself.
We have a question.
Sure.
Is there any quick way, or what is the quickest way to recover from betrayal?
Time.
Jesus.
Go ahead.
Jesus.
That's it. Jesus. Jesus.
Just prayer. Because that's what helped me. I mean, because you battle with it. Like, and then you have all these thoughts and you just replaying it. Even when you made the conscious decision to forgive that person, you know, it's still try to, you know, I think the devil just be putting those thoughts in your head and you relive it. But, you know, when you give it to God and just pray, and granted, it's a process, but that's what actually heal you from that.
And like Jennifer said, you have to release it too. You can't keep pondering over and over and over the betrayed. You have to let it go at some point in your life.
But you know what helped me too? And somebody told me this, and it really did. You start praying for that person.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's the hardest thing. And
Ain't that hard?
You know,
but you gotta do it.
You gotta do it. Like, and so when they would pop up in my head, and I would get upset about it, and you know, I was like, you know, Lord, I pray that you bless their family, Lord God, anything that they want, Lord God, I pray that you bless them. You know, just everything. Like, and I was like, dang it.
Yeah.
I know, right? You got another one?
That's good to pray for the person and change their lives, you know.
And it's like to change your attitude about how you look at them.
Yes.
Like that.
Lynette is saying that it's a process. We don't be realistic about stuff. That's why therapy is necessary. Talking about it is necessary. It's in your own time.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, Anita, you got a lot of comments out there. I love you.
She's liking this
but
topic.
you need to come on to the studio.
You're going to be on the show soon. You can't hear the voice, but my grandson is out there at basketball. She being
my Gemini twin.
Yes. Angel, I'm so glad you're up enjoying the show this morning. I see
Marie there too.
They all in here this morning. I'm loving you guys. But really the betrayal. Let's go back, and I'm going to ask this, and then I know we got to wrap this show up. But I'm going to ask this question. If that person that betrayed you walked in this room right now, what would you say to them?
Get thee behind these.
If it's been years down the road and that person showed up in your face, walked in the door, what would you say to them?
Now it's, hey, what's going on?
No,
how you doing?
You're good.
Yeah.
What about you?
I won't. I've reached the point where I can't show people that they broke me. So I would just keep it cute. I mean, we keeping it classy. I won't. There's no words that's gonna come out. You know, especially because of my surroundings. If it was just me and the person, right? But
and
honestly,
that depends also how close the betrayal took place. You know,
right.
If it just took place yesterday, it's gonna be hard to just say, wait, how you doing?
Wait, my daughter is cutting up in these comments. She's Lanita said, walk out. I'm with you there, baby girl. No. So, you know, I think that what about you, Brother Carter?
What about me?
If you've been betrayed by someone and they showed up right now, what would you do?
People cannot betray me anymore.
But it happened.
What happened. Okay. And so they are forgiven. They're
done with it.
Forgotten. The betrayal's gone. It's not there anymore.
Okay.
So people cannot betray me today because I don't put that much trust in people
anymore.
Yeah. You know, I don't put all my heart and soul into people. I put it all in God's hand now. And so if I love you godly.
Yeah.
You know, I don't love you just from my heart only. I love you from the grace of God. Love.
So you ain't getting up in that space.
No.
All right.
No, you don't own that spot no more in my life.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's deep there. I love that. She's still coming out here. Nita, please read all her comments because she is in this show today, cutting up. And we have some for Davis.
She said, have we had a conversation? Have they apologized? I'm confused.
No.
Why are they here?
Exactly.
That'll be my same answer. Like, what are you doing here? I don't know where.
In mine.
Here she come again. She's still cutting up in here. She's saying
that's because you've been betrayed, so you have a guard up.
Exactly.
Yes, but the thing. Thank you. That's exactly what he have a guard up because he's been betrayed. So have you really dealt with that?
No, I have a guard up. I ain't got no guard up.
Got it. I like that.
I have a G-O-D up. Not a G-U-R-A-D.
Okay, keep it going.
Angel
Be
saying-
fat. Keep going. Read they comment.
Felicia said, yes, to you don't own that spot anymore.
There you go. Who else said something?
And then Lanita's coming back with, that's childish. And Angel saying nothing. They don't exist.
Right.
Yeah. I would be like, if that ex of mine will come in here and be like, Anna, let's talk. I gotta go.
I don't think so.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
I'm going to say it for you.
Yes. I'll say,
Get the stepping, rascal.
So you see what you just said?
Yeah.
You just said you would forgive him, right?
No, I would tell her ex-boyfriend to get the stepping.
Well, okay.
I ain't betrayed by it. I'm just telling them to
get the shit.
Yeah, follow the yellow brick road.
So she's saying that that's how you would really feel with the person who betrayed you.
Follow the yellow brick road. Yeah.
No. Here, no, we're not gonna. Could you break that down, please? Because I want you to see how you were able to say he got to keep it going. But when it comes to someone that betrayed you, you're saying
I'm saying that I don't allow people to betray me.
But you have been betrayed.
Yeah, all of us have.
But so she's saying, how would you react if that particular person came in today and you saw them?
That depends on I guess it depends on the betrayal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it depends on that. If you, it depends. Yeah, it just depends on the betrayal.
Again,
the level of betrayal.
See, y'all see.
No,
on the,
I really
see
don't.
on the
'Cause I
Love
don't-
and Victory show with Val. We gonna
I
get to
can't
the
even
core.
think of an instance where I'm betrayed, so I really can't express that to you. I don't have anything here.
Healed.
I don't have nothing.
What is it?
I feel like you're healed.
Yeah, and that's the thing for me. I can only think of 2 situations, and I know I've been betrayed multiple times.
Yeah.
But I just don't remember.
Yeah,
because
so it
you've
could be
been
a thing.
healed from it,
Right.
Possibly.
That's why you don't have a reaction.
Or
I mean,
you blocked
I think we all can say we've been betrayed by our fathers. You know, I think that's an easy given thing. You know, daddy wasn't there, didn't do this or do that in your life. So I think we can all say that. But I've forgiven my father for leaving when I was 12 years old. He's forgiven for that. So it's not a betrayal anymore.
But it was at that time.
Yeah, when I was 12 years old.
But you forgive.
Yeah. I'm 62 years old now. I can't be sitting there
holding on to that.
My daddy 82 years old. So why am I still holding that over his head?
I have a question,
Sure,
Brother Carter. So there was something interesting you said. In your mind, how you understand betrayal, is it only considered, like in your mind and how you categorize it, is it considered betrayal if it's ongoing? Because it's like, from what I understand, it sounds like there's forgiveness and everything. And because you've forgiven, you don't consider it betrayal.
That's a good one there.
Is that what you mean? Because like the way that we've been talking about betrayal, and correct me if I'm wrong anyway.
Go break it down. Break it down.
Good. That was good, Anna.
The way that
you're going somewhere.
The way we've been talking about betrayal, it's not just the initial act, it's also been the healing process, whether you forgive or you don't, or how the whole thing, whether it be the action
at
or
the end of the day, betrayal took place.
What they've been focusing on is, so you even said that you had been betrayed, right? So what they're asking is that person who caused the betrayal, even though you say like you've been healed, if they walked in, how would you respond? And it sounds like the way you've been approaching the conversation is, yeah, I've been betrayed, but because I'm healed, I'm no longer betrayed.
No, I'm no longer affected by the betrayal. Does that make sense?
So you're no longer responding to the betrayal.
Right.
You no longer carry that feeling of, they betrayed. You don't really identify with it.
Yeah. What was the scripture today?
Yeah, for we not, and that's a big
we wrestle
not against flesh and blood, and that's what helped me to release a lot of things, because I now understanding the spiritual now in my relationship with Jesus, I understand it necessarily was not that person. You know what I'm saying? And I forgive that person, and I identify what what spirit was operating behind you. So now me and the devil about the war, you know what I'm saying? Because I know what you're doing, and now I'm more aware of when you try to come again, because you can come in another person just the same way, because that same spirit try to come in other people, and I was able to identify, you him.
To the closest ones to you.
But I do think, and 100% agree. But
you ain't battling with the devil. Okay?
No.
It is he that's going to take the battle. Vengeance is
mine, says the Lord.
But I do believe that you have to, at some point, have closure with that situation. And how that closure looks for you. And the closure may be you releasing it. Closure may be your conversation with God, but you got to have some closure.
And we talked about this a lot of times.
Hold on one second. And depending on how close, and if it's a family member that you love, you can't just go like it ain't there. You have to deal with that if that person is that important to you. A conversation, it starts with a conversation, because I believe that if it's a close family member, for me, if it's a close family member and you betrayed me, it's important that in order for me to be able to have a natural conversation with you.
And what if that person don't receive the conversation, or
they're not in my space,
or even
they're not in my space, but don't.
This a family member you talking about.
They ain't got to come in my space. You understand? But if you're going to bring that person in my space, they betrayed me. There has to be a conversation for us to get. For me.
For you.
For me.
Does that help?
If they're going to come in my space. Because I'm not going to just let you.
I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to
let you come up in my personal space.
So like your sister can't come to your house.
Listen to me. In my personal space, you betrayed me. You hurt me. I love you, but I love you enough that we have to have a conversation. If you're my sister and you betrayed me,
and what if you have a conversation, but the conversation spirals and goes left, but y'all had a conversation? What
happens out of that? Well, hopefully it doesn't go left. And if it does go left, in my opinion, I'm gonna be honest with you,
9 times out of 10 it probably will.
And if it goes left, then I tried, and then I'm done.
See, and that's why I think the closure, that's why I'm so against those closure conversations, because I think that is just like me kind of giving you an opportunity to change the way that I'm feeling about what you did to me. And I already see what you did to me, so I don't have to change anything. There's no closure even
if it's a brother, sister,
absolutely,
mama, daddy,
they done
so you're not even talking to him?
No, it's like I'm cool with you, but I know what you did, and
I'm cool with you, and you my sister, my mama, my dad.
Because I understand again that it's the spirit. It's not just because we think automatically because this is my brother, this is my mother, they supposed to treat me this way. They supposed to. They're just a human individual, just like somebody else. Everybody don't respect the bloodline relationships, because I'm still dealing with another human being.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? And so if I come to you, I already identify what you did. Okay, fine.
And that individual know what they did.
They know what they did. So it's like, I'm not about to give you an opportunity to change it up, to lie in my face, or just to be combative and go back and forth. I identify with it. So now I just separate myself. I don't deal with you on the same accord. My brother had did.
That's why I said you ain't coming in my house.
Well, yeah, you come to my house.
You ain't coming in my house.
All that. And because it's like, you know
ain't
what?
coming in my house. You ain't coming. I'm sorry. My space. My sanctuary is very important to me.
Yeah.
I have to have a place of peace. And my home is peace. Now, we going somewhere and I see you there, that's fine. But my home, my sanctuary,
so let me ask you,
not coming.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Simple question.
Okay.
Let's say for the sake of saying.
Okay.
You had a child by another man.
Okay.
And this man betrayed you. Now you're married to me. Would you not allow that man to come see his child?
Baby, he ain't come. He can pick his child up, but he ain't coming in my home. No.
Inside the house. I understand that.
Yeah, you're not coming in my home. Here's the thing, and
if you're married to another man, he doesn't have to come.
But you don't gotta come pick your child up. You ain't gotta come in my house. But it's over. You ain't coming in my house.
I understand that.
Let me make it clear. Your home is something.
But you're saying if you have a conversation with him and y'all have, or y'all are on good terms, then he can come in and pick up the child at that point. Right?
Yes. I don't know. I don't know. My home.
She hard
I
like
need
that.
to-
That girl from them streets, girl. That girl.
I need to be very honest with you guys. My sanctuary is my home.
Mhm.
Everybody can't come in there. That's
Mhm.
my peace. That's my. And so you have to be careful who
Yeah.
you let into your
Maybe
home.
you have a party with 90 people at your house.
And I'm very selective of who I bring in my
Okay.
home. You understand what I'm saying? I'm very selective. So I don't care about what y'all saying. Get it right, or you ain't coming in. Go ahead. Giving them questions. You see how they did me? Where's my
You're
Carter
right,
crew
Miss
over
Carter.
here? You
You're
gotta
right.
help me out over here.
Yeah.
They ain't coming in my
A
house.
comment and
come in my
said your
house.
betrayal can sometimes leave a long time scar. It shouldn't.
And yeah.
Nobody not leaving a mark on
Me,
at
I-
all. I'm not
right.
giving nobody that much
Yeah.
power. So I
Yeah.
carry a scar and say, "Oh, Jonathan did this to me. This is
Yeah.
Jonathan right here." Every
Mhm.
time you identifying with that, no.
Yeah.
Scars are meant to be healed.
But you ain't coming in my house.
Yeah.
Y'all say what y'all want to say. My home.
Do you sage your house, Miss Carter?
I don't have to. Jesus is in there.
Okay.
And, you know, and you ain't
Mhm.
coming in my house.
Yeah.
I don't, baby. I know you love everybody. You turn the other cheek, but this is where you know how I am. They ain't welcome.
You let me in.
Well, it's different. You're my husband.
Oh.
You
She
know,
has
it's
to.
different. We are one.
Oh.
You know, and look at you cleaned up, but them
She's like,
let me tell you, they ain't coming in.
Not cleaned up.
He cleaned up, baby.
Questions.
well, we got some comments first. See, Jared saying those who betray in front of your face are better than those who backstab you in your critical time.
True,
Mhm. Yes,
true,
yes, yes.
true facts. Mm-hmm.
Jennifer is saying Brother Carter said there's no place like home, so go there. Terry says, don't let people betray you. You're also the reason people always betray you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Read that again.
Yeah.
Don't let people betray you. You're also the reason people always betray you.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's
Yeah, when you're
facts.
always getting betrayed, it's
It's like you got to look
Yeah.
at you.
It's a you.
Mhm.
Yes.
Allowing it.
Lanita saying, child.
She right
Okay.
there. Are you not watching my grandson's play?
She said, okay, I'm spiritual about it, but I'm still walking out. I don't have to be in their presence. We don't have to be friends again. I can forgive and release. I'm a child of God, so I got
Yeah.
kingdom family.
Come on now.
Yeah,
Come on
absolutely.
now. Right there. Period.
Yes.
Period.
It depends
like-
on the level of betrayal.
Like
Yeah,
like
it
Nita say
depends.
that part.
Right there.
Steven says, trusting people is good. It's a good thing, but we need to set a boundary.
Yes.
Mhm.
And you ain't coming in my house. That's my boundary.
That's the
Right.
boundary, yes.
Okay.
And one question from Abraham. He said, did you guys ever feel betrayed from a person who you trusted the most?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what betrayal comes from.
Yes.
And that's the one that won't be able to come in my house.
That's the one.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the one that
That's
can't
the
come.
trusted
Like
the
hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Say
and
that
leave it at
again.
that.
Okay. Which one is that again? The
Abraham.
No,
Abraham.
read him one more time.
Did
I
you
want-
guys ever feel betrayed from a person who you trusted the most?
That's
Mhm.
why you're not coming in my
Yeah,
house.
that person
And
is
that's-
not coming in my
But
house.
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you guys were looking at me like I'm cray cray because I said they ain't welcome to the house.
It's
I was just trying to clarify that you would have
No.
a conversation and then maybe
Yeah.
you would let them in.
No.
Okay.
But you betrayed me that deep.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
didn't mean me no good.
That person.
You ain't
Yeah.
coming
When
in
my
my
brother
house.
betrayed me to steal my business with my sister, I mean, that was okay. I was,
Yeah.
I'm still, I understand what you were dealing with,
Yeah.
son, at the
Yeah,
time.
at the time.
So we're cool.
That's
It's no problem.
That's that betrayal was not that. Yeah.
Right. It was just on the surface, something
Yeah.
small. But the
Mhm.
other one is like, oh no,
Mhm.
you're not coming around me.
Yes. But I definitely what
Yeah.
Jennifer over here? Wait a minute,
She's
Jennifer.
saying-
What she said?
Vow we forgive and heal, but they don't get to witness the scars.
Let me tell you something.
Mm-mm.
Jennifer's so true. I have forgiven, and I'm working on forgiving this last one.
Mhm.
'Cause
It's a
I'm
process.
working on it. It's a process.
Right.
But that don't mean that you have access to me.
Exactly.
You hurt me deeply. I'm healed from it. I
Exactly.
forgave you,
Mhm.
but you're not coming
Mhm.
into my
Exactly.
home.
Oh no, no,
That's
no,
the
no,
thing
no,
that
no.
is so you guys got to be careful.
And I agree with that.
You understand? You got to be careful.
That's where you lay your head.
Yeah, so especially with those intentional betrayals.
Yes.
Like I intended to betray you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that person, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like, no, this was a conscious decision.
Yeah, this is a person that means you no good.
Yeah, you can't come in my house.
Can't come
and
in my
I still got access to you.
Yes. I know we couldn't get past this the other day. This was actually a great conversation. Oh my God, I love you guys. Oh, my grandbaby is on here. Look at her. Diamond, good morning, Diamond. How you doing? I tell you, the Carter crew showed up and showed out this morning. Okay,
one last comment from Pierce. He wants to say, nowadays, having someone who you can trust, even with your life, is like a blessing.
Yes. That's why my people here, my friends. Okay, final thoughts. Time to wrap this thing up.
And thank you for the 2,000 of you all that viewed this show and stayed with us throughout this conversation.
Yes.
And thank you guys. Thank you.
The betrayal didn't break me. Thank God.
Right.
But you ain't standing. We still standing.
They like to kill me, but
yes, it almost took me out.
If you're watching on your phones and you have that phone in your hand, hit the like button, the love button, or whatever you have.
Before we go out of here, send me some likes.
If you like the conversation, and I'm assuming you like the conversation because you stayed on the entire 2 hours. So hit the like button, hit the love button to show us some love. That's free love, like my nephew say. That's free love right there.
Don't cost you nothing. Final thoughts, and we're gonna start with Alyia. Well, actually, no. We're gonna start with Alyia. What's your final thought?
Thank you again for having me on the show. I really appreciated this conversation because us getting to the root of what we would do if somebody betrayed us and how we move past it. All of us here have acknowledged that we're all grown now. Our mentalities are different. So we now go to God versus how we were when we were younger. Right. So I appreciate being honest, us being very dedicated to just being the bigger person in situations now. We all go through healing, but I just appreciate my relationship with God in order for me to continue my journey with being the best version of myself.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, thank you for having me. I really enjoyed y'all, and I always love it.
You know, y'all are fire. I love you too together.
Yes, I absolutely enjoyed it. But my final thoughts are just forgive. First of all, set boundaries and allow yourself to forgive people, even if you decide to deal with them or not. But think about how you want God to forgive you for some of the things that you've done, and you need that grace, and you're crying out to God to cover you, from the shame or the hurt, or whatever you may have done. Have that same compassion for the next person, but that does not mean that you're giving them control or that they got the victory over you. Right. You actually are the one that is victorious. So release them, let them go, and just forgive them with the forgiveness of God.
Just don't let them in your house.
Right, that part.
In other words, go get that balloon, fill it up, the helium balloon, and release them. Let them go.
All right then. Anna?
Well, I think that, remember, betrayal goes as deep as you want it to go. That letting go and forgiving is a much bigger part of who you are and can be than versus staying stuck on what someone tried to do or did to you. So yeah, definitely forgive. Know that they're coming from their own experience, and it's nothing personal. Don't take it personal. Just let it go.
Personal.
Okay. So that's why don't let them in your house.
Don't let them in your house. No.
And from my point of view, I would rather forgive them than have that weight on my heart.
100%.
Come from grace
and continuously giving them the power over you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that just drains you.
Yeah.
So, no,
it does. Aaron?
Diamond says they love you guys.
Oh, I love my grandbaby. I love you too.
I would say don't confuse scabs for scars.
Oh,
because something I heard, I don't remember if it was a comment or something y'all said, but like the scar is the proof that you were able to heal from it, right? But I think sometimes when we think we got over things, or it's like we're sitting here constantly thinking about it, if you're still picking at the wound, if you're still spending all that time on the scab, it's never going to actually heal. And it'll get uglier the more
That's so true.
Be talking,
boy. Come on, Aaron. That was beautiful. So true. So true.
Wow.
All righty, Brother Carter. I'm gonna wrap it up.
You don't wrap it up?
I'm gonna wrap it up.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and spiritual wickedness in high places. In other words, we're not warring against each other.
That's right.
So take it to God in prayer and supplication. Y'all remember the word supplication?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Talked about that a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So what else I had to say, man? Yeah. Let's not be so anxious to not forgive people, should I say. Be ye anxious, though, to forgive them.
Yeah.
And release them, like Jennifer said. And just it's better to just let things go sometime than to harbor on it. Because the longer we harbor on those issues in life, or the betrayal in life, and you don't get resolved from it, it only penetrates and hurt
and grow bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that. Yeah. A little piece of it.
But don't let them in your house.
There you go. That's the most important thing, and I mean that. I want to say this to the people that are. This show was so important. I was so excited to do this when we came up with this title, because betrayal is real, and it can be very deep. The pain and the scar can be very deep. So again, give yourself grace and show grace to them by letting them go, letting it go. But more importantly, I think you really have to be careful of your circle.
Right.
It starts with really being careful of your circle and hearing the truth from your circle. If someone may tell you something that they see that you may not see. If you trust your friends, if you trust your husband, if you trust your sibling, and they give you some feedback, listen to it. That don't mean you have to act right then, but just deposit it and just be aware. So with
and remember, all betrayal is not intentional.
True, 100%.
It's not intentional.
100%.
And so you cannot take it as though it is a personal attack on you.
True.
Some people just we're living in an era in our life where mental health is a real issue.
That is
and
so
people
true.
so mentally out of it, they can betray you easily.
Yes.
And if you take that to heart, then that's on you.
That's
right.
On
You know,
that
it
is
ain't
on
on them. So
100%.
we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
100%. This has been a fantastic show. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I absolutely loved it. I know I say every show, this is one of the best shows we ever had, because they just get so good. I get so much out of it. I love you guys so much. I don't take it for granted that you guys sit on here for 2 hours and show love. So I hope that you guys have taken something away in this conversation that is going to make your day better.
If you live by
That's going to make your day better. And of course, hit the like button, share with your friends, let them know, hey, the Carter Crew love you.
Every Saturday from 8 to 10.
We're out of here.